Hi, my dear students. Wish all of you are fine. Today, our discussion topic is on pattern. That is our part two, and we already know about our part one. That was on basic of our pattern. That what is pattern, their registration process, and the basic features. All of the things now we know about pattern. That is our second part, and today we are going to learn about patent infringement. I'm your course teacher, Ipat, and today we are mainly emphasize on patent infringement and their types. So first of all, you have to know what is patent infringement. We already know what is patent. That is, a patent means whenever anything anyone prepare and they can just patent it in their own name, then we say that it is a patent. And in case of infringement, it is actually like that. Whenever anyone use another person patent without any prior permission from the patent holder, then we say that it is patent infringement. We can also say that whenever anyone violate the patent right, and then we also say that it is a patent infringement. So it's called patent infringement. Second is actually what are the types of patent or features of patent infringement, or you can say whenever we say that it is an infringement of patent, mainly there are three basic features. First of all, objects of infringement. What is that? That is the patent must be valid. In case of second one, that is infringement behavior. It will be like that. The infringers must infringe with the purpose of operation or production. That means if anyone just use the patent for any descriptive way or only for description or without any purpose, or if the person don't use that patent for any production or commercial use, then we cannot say that it is an infringement. Okay, we will say that whenever the patent will be used for any commercial purpose or any for any benefit or for any production. Our third one is that is violation of legal rules. What is that? It is like that the behavior is carried out without the permission of patentees. Okay, that means if anyone take the permission from the patent holder, then use the patent, it will not the patent infringement. It will only infringement that whenever sorry, it will be used without the permission of patentees. Okay, so that is the three basic features of patent infringement. One is the patent must be valid. Second is the infringers must infringe the patent for the purpose of production. Third one is whenever he or she will violate the law. Now there is a types of patent infringement. There is actually two types. One is direct infringement, another is indirect infringement. There is a word that is direct. That means whenever anyone infringe any product directly or willingly, then it is called the direct infringement. And whenever anyone infringe any product not directly by means it can be with some process or with the help of the third party, then we'll say that it is an indirect infringement. Again, we will divide our infringement into types. Indirect infringement like literal and equivalence, and in case of indirect it can be induced and contributed. So we already know what is direct indirect. I again repeat, what is that? It directly states that the third party has willfully or intentionally stolen the technology from the inventor. And we can also say that it when someone directly makes, uses or sells the patented invention, especially within the country, then we say that it is a direct infringement. In case of indirect infringement, it is like that. When a device is claimed in a patent, and a third party supplies a product which can only be reasonably used to make the claim device. Or we can also say that induces or encourages another person to infringe the patent. That means in case of indirect infringement, whenever indirectly third party can be involved. For example, if we think that Wendila have some copies of notes that is made by her, and Janatul Feddos want to copy it, okay, but he when if he directly copy Ondila's notes, then it will be direct infringement. But it will be indirect infringement when she will not directly actually copy Ondira's notes. Instead of that, she will take help from Fausia. That Fausia will take the notes from Ondila, and then it will give to Janna. Okay, so it is indirect infringement. That is, he will not take it directly. With the help of another party, she just take the notes. Okay, so it's the difference actually between direct and indirect infringement. So we will more clear by the types. In direct infringement, it is mainly two types. One is literal infringement, another is equivalence infringement. In case of literal infringement, actually whenever anything literally copy we say, that means each and every element will be identical like the others, then it will be called literal infringement. In case of in equivalence infringement, it is not each and every copy will be same, but it will be equivalent. Okay, for example, in case of equivalent in a literal infringement, it will be like that, very identical. That means if I use any cake and I use the sugar from the fresh sugar, then who patentee or who will infringe the patent during the preparation of cake, he or she also will use the fresh sugar. That is the literal infringement. But in case of equivalence infringement, here she will use the sugar but not the fresh. It can be like another kind, like well food, or like it can be tea or any another branded sugar, but he will use the same amount, not the same brand. Then it will call it equivalence, not literal. Literal will be each and every part will be copied, and equivalence will be equivalent to that, but not each and every part. So we can go for an example for better our understanding. Direct infringement. What is that? That is a patent product, and here is three things. That is 2 slices of bread, cheese slice, edible salad, and meat product. So when we say that it will be literal, and when we say that it will be equivalence infringement. Okay. So for that, if you go for example, it like that. There is a patented burger. Here is 2 slices of bread, cheese, edible salad, meat, product, all of the things. And claim 1, whenever it will identical copy, that each and every part is copied, that slices of bread, cheese, edible salad, and meat product, okay, all of the things are copied, then we'll say that it will be literal infringement, that the same amount, same thing, same material. But in case of claim 2, if it's like that, the cheese is not same as the patented burger, then we cannot say that it is a literal infringement. That means it's not identical. Okay, there is a variation in cheese. So it will be literal infringement whenever each and every part will be copied. So what will be the equivalence infringement? In case of that, we think that it as the same, the burger is patented. But in case of equivalence infringement, here is a variation in cheese. Okay, this patent infringer didn't use the same cheese as the patented. Okay, in case of that, he just used a cheese flavored dressing, same cheese flavored dressing in case of cheese. Okay, the same equivalent amount, but not the cheese, it is cheese flavored dressing. Then we'll say that it is an equivalent infringement. Okay, and whenever it will say that if cheese flavored dressing is the legal equivalent to cheese, that means the portion, the amount, the flavor, all of the same, but it's not the sliced cheese, it's the same cheese flavored dressing, so it will be equivalence infringement. So I think that we are clear about your literal and equivalence infringement of direct infringement. Now we are going to read about our indirect infringement. We can also divide in two parts. One is induced, another is contributory. So what is the variation? Let's check. In case of induced infringement, it's like already mentioned, it is an indirect. Okay. So in case of induced infringement, what happened? A middle party, okay, enables to third party to participate the patented invention. Okay. That means that is the third party. This third party give money to another party to patent this material. Okay, this material will be patented. She'll take the money and then patent it. Okay, that is third party will be involved, and it can be form of assembling, preparing instruction for consumer use, providing instructions to produce patented invention, or licensing the plan or process, any of the process. Whenever a third party help to patent this the original one, then it is called the induced infringement. Then our last one, that is contributory infringement. So what will be that? It will be like that. Uh, there will be some contribution to that infringement. Okay, to prepare a part of the material. For example, if we say that we are going to prepare, for example, a computer, and in that case, some of the parts of that computer will be same as the patented one. For example, we think about Mac. Okay, we are preparing some computer, and some of the features as copy, okay, as copy as the Mac in our computer. Okay, and that is adapted from them as the same. Okay, and anyone help you to contribute to that, anyone give you money for that. Okay, so it's called like that contributory infringement. If a party contribute to the infringement of a patent, claim may be held liable. Okay, accordingly, a supplier of a particular component is held liable if the component constitutes a material part of the invention. The supplier was aware that the component was especially made or adapted or for use in an infringement of such patent. Okay. For example, we can think about that. I just go for the last example. Uh, for preparing my computer, I just hire some supplier and just say that say him that prepare me as the parts as Mac, and the supplier is very well known that it is the Mac part, and for infringing that he helped me. Okay, so by her contribution or his contribution, he willingly prepared that and give me to infringe that Mac company's computer. So whenever I use that part, that means the suppliers has a contribution in my infringement. It's called the contributory infringement. Okay, I am infringing that. I am also doing a wrong thing. But whenever the supplier contribute by knowing that it's an infringement and knowing that he supply me that material for actually infringing the Max patent, then the supplier portion will be contributory infringement. Okay, and my portion will be induced infringement. Both are the indirect infringement. I think you're clear now. And that is our 4 types of infringement. Then now we will know about some cases of patent infringement. For example, if you go for the last one, that is in 2009, Nokia sued Apple for violation of 10 patent It holds on several wireless technologies. That means Nokia to Apple, 14 patented several wireless technology that Nokia think that Apple copied from that. Okay. That time 2010, Apple again filed a lawsuit against HTC for infringing on 20 Apple patents related to the iPhone's user interface, underlying architecture and hardware. That means Apple filed cases against HTC for almost 20 features of iPhone's user that HTC uses from Apple. And in last one, that is time 2011, Hawaii filed a case or lawsuits in Germany, France, and Hungary against ZTE for infringing a series of its patents relating to data card and LTE technologies. That means some features of mobile that uses JTE from Hawaii. Then Hawaii filed against of patent infringement against JTE. Okay, so that are the some cases of patent infringement. And then what are the consequences actually patent infringement? There are lots of consequences of it. The most four important are given there. That is use barrier for independent innovation, a great challenge to the social civilization and sanctity of the law, or you can say sanction of the law, and a damage to the economic laws and laws of value. And our last one is an illegal behavior that destroy the fairs and orderly market or competitive order. Okay, competitive order will be almost destroyed by these kinds of patent infringement. So these are possible consequences. And our last one is punishment. Whenever you infringe, what kinds of punishment actually presently are applied in Bangladesh? That is punishable with imprisonment up to 3 years and fined as per claims. What kind of fine? About 45% of the total cost, including patent registration cost, total legal procedure cost, lawyer cost, and other costs, or it can be as per the patent owner demanded. So that's all for today. That was our patent infringement, their types, their punishment, all of the things we already know about now. And for our better learning, we have to read it, and we will discuss it in our next class. Thank you.